Rick.
Susan and Rick WYATT have run their adoption agency together for 15 years. In that time, they've found new homes for hundreds of babies. They support a woman's right to get an abortion, but describe themselves as pro-life. But even for this married couple with deep Christian values, Alabama's near-total ban on abortion has gone too far.
There are a lot of things in this country right now that are being pushed to the brink because of who is in office and the men who are following the leader. And we're not fans of that.
Rick WYATT, a lawyer by trade, says supporters of Alabama's tough measures want to get it before the highest court in the land. Their aim, he says, is to overturn the landmark ruling known as Roe v. Wade that legalized abortion in 1973.
I think it'll go to the U.S. Supreme Court. If it's not Alabama, it'll be Georgia or some of the other local states, or the southern states that have very similar laws on the books now.
Under Alabama's new law, doctors who carry out abortions would face up to 99 years in jail. Even women who get pregnant through rape or incest would not be able to terminate their pregnancy. The only exception is if a pregnancy seriously threatens a woman's health. The American Civil Liberties Union are planning to launch a legal challenge to stop the new measures, which are set to become law in November. Randall Marshall says women's lives are at risk.
Abortion has always been easy for people with wealth, but in Alabama, it's mainly low-income women who are affected and would be even more adversely affected by this kind of a law.
States across the U.S. are passing some of the most restrictive abortion legislation in decades, even as others are protecting access to abortion. Anti-abortion supporters hope 2 new conservative judges in the Supreme Court will help them overturn Roe v. Wade, but the legal battle has only just begun. Based on past cases, it's likely that Alabama's new law will be tied up in court for years, delaying enforcement. It's also important to note that the Supreme Court has discretion over what cases it hears. Nonetheless, anti-abortion campaigners see a chance they haven't had in decades. Andy Gallacher, Al Jazeera, Montgomery, Alabama.